Nice. This is great. I'm happy. I'm happy. He's happy. We're all happy. Everybody's getting happy. We're going to take our clothes off in a few minutes. But not all relationships are so traditional these days, especially this one, but not all of them. A friend of mine just got married, and to be really progressive, he actually legally changed his middle name to his wife's last name. Yeah, and I'm also a feminist, so I figure when I get married, I'm planning on changing my middle name to his wife's last name too. It's only fair. I do. My ex-girlfriend, a really long relationship, my ex-girlfriend, she's one of these just incredibly anorexic girls, and she didn't eat enough, she wasn't getting her period, and she went to her doctor, and the doctor's like, you're not eating enough, so you can't menstruate, and you can't get pregnant. And so she said, my doctor says I'm not menstruating, I can't get pregnant, so we don't need condoms. And I was like, great. And it was great. Until she did get pregnant. Yeah. Yeah, so then I had to ask her the question. I was like, so I guess you'll be eating for one now? All right, does everybody think who's gonna get it? All right, good. No, she did not eat for one. We considered marriage, but we decided an abortion lasts forever. That's what we did. Now, I'm not a fan of these extreme pro-life people, though. What do they call themselves? Oh shit. Oh, that's it. Vegans. Yeah. They are way too pro-life for my taste. I'm not into the whole sex with animal lifestyle. Treat them humanely? No, thank you. No, thank you. No, like I think vegans are way too, inflexible in their views. Like really no exceptions. What about instances where the life of the mother is delicious? Come on. You got it. All right, I don't want to offend anyone. Are there any marathon runners here? Okay, cool, we're safe. That's good. I assume you all know what a marathon is. Running 26.2 miles. If you're not familiar with the the history of why it's called that, basically about 2,500 years ago in Greece, there was a war going on, and the Athenians were victorious at a city called Marathon, and so they sent a messenger, this guy named Pheidippides, to go run back to Athens and tell him what happened. And so he just ran non-stop. Didn't stop to take a shit in the street like New York City Marathon. Just ran non-stop all the way to Athens. Gets there, says, "We've won!" And he just passes out, drops dead, and dies right on the spot. And to honor him, they called running what he ran a marathon because he died at the end. And also because even back then they thought Pheidippides was a really dumb name. And I just think it's so ironic, because nowadays all these people who run marathons, they're doing it either for their health or to raise money for for curing diseases. But if you're doing a marathon right, you're supposed to die at the end of it. Like a marathon isn't about living; it's about dying. It's a celebration of death. Yeah, that's right. Let's give it up for death, everyone. Let's celebrate that. A marathon is technically whatever distance you run where you pass out and die at the end of it. Okay, so if you ever finish a marathon and you're not dead, you haven't finished the marathon. Okay, so let's stop applauding all these fake marathoners who just go on surviving. It's like our whole society is like this now. It's like so many people think they're just entitled to success without making any sacrifices, right? Perfect example, People magazine every year has its Sexiest Man Alive cover. People magazine, Sexiest Man Alive. Well, shouldn't this year's winner first have to kill the previous year's Sexiest Man Alive before he seats that title? Right? How is that possible? He is still alive! Yeah. It should be like, Matt Damon, he kills Ben Affleck. He is now the sexiest man alive. Ben, you thought Matt was your friend? No, he's stalking you to get that cover spot. Watch out. It should be Matt Damon, sexiest and deadliest man alive. But instead, we have People magazine, more fake news. True. Okay, let me just, before we get out of here, you guys know the comic book superhero, The Flash? Yeah. Right? Flash, the fastest person in the world, in the universe. So what I want to know is then, like, is he also the fastest ejaculator in the universe? Like, are his gonads the fastest in the universe as well? Like, is he like a 10-second, not less than 10-second man? Like when he has sex with you, if you're having sex with the Flash, like, is it like just like, are you gonna have sex with me? He's like, I just had sex with you. Like, you just got pregnant and gave birth, and our child already died of old age. What are you talking about? Or like, I guess his sperm would be fast too. But no, but like, if he has the fastest gonads as well, then I guess does he also have the fastest recharge time? Like, so like is having sex with him basically then just like a big fire hose of jizz? Like it's like, it's like it'll be like a stream, but it'll be like a million times he's orgasming inside of you, right? Which then leaves me to ask the question, if that's what he can do, why isn't that his main superpower? Why isn't he just like shooting his enemies with like multiple orgasms of jizz, like 1,000 million per second? They're like, alright, this is just too gross, I'm not taking over the world anymore, I'm going home. You win, Flash. Cool. You win. So there's a lot of like